Hi, my name is Ariana Adams, and I'm a freshman here at Milwaukee. I'm part of the 2021 class of Milwaukee Academy of the Arts, a program that has provided me with countless feats of support and investment, even in the very short time that I have been here. So, to start off, I would like to thank the administration, the teachers, and the staff who have taken the time out of their day to facilitate and support the student body during this protest. Because their support, their investment in the students, in these kids, in us, it means everything. When caught in a world where even the forces who govern us, when the leaders of our nation stand by and watch as children are murdered en masse and refuse to do anything to stop it, we sure as hell need all the help that we can get. But I would also like to thank the students, all of them, some of which won't be here today, some who are now but won't be from this point on. Whichever you fall into, thank you for your bravery, for your passion, and for your bravery, for your passion for this fight. And whichever you fall into, thank you for your bravery, for your passion, and it's going to take a long, long time. And if we've proven anything, is that we're resilient as all hell, which, much to the dread of many, we don't know how to quit, and we don't plan on doing so anytime soon. To win this, we're going to need everyone, every single one of you. Lawyers, fighters, teachers, lovers, guardians, peacemakers, artists, healers, comedians, students, warriors, survivors, punks, metalheads, the disabled, the soft, the queer, the brave, and the scared. We need you. Because whether we like it or not, we've got to have each other's backs. Protect one another viciously, defend one another, look out for the little ones, help where you can, and do good recklessly, because no one is going to do it for us. We've got a lot of work cut out for us, and I, for one, can promise that I will do everything I can in my power to help you. But it needs to be a group effort, a generational effort, and we need all of you if we're going to make it happen. I know we can be the generation to allow our children to go to school without fear of being gunned down, where folks of color are given equal opportunity and the recognition they deserve but is often erased, where women can safely walk down the streets at night, where queer folks are no longer afraid to love or to be, where we can all end this absolute dumpster fire we have been left to clean up because those who held to that responsibility keep us in silence and do nothing. It's going to be hard, and it's going to be long, and it's going to be painful, and it's going to be hell. But we got this. Look after yourselves. No job is too small. Protect each other viciously. Look out for the little ones. Do good recklessly, because our fight depends on it. Thank you.
Mathieson, a senior here, and I have a little speech for you guys. V is for the vanguard, you who are here today, the definition, a group of people leading the way in new developments or ideas, everyone who has taken action nationwide in a country where currently there is excuses and cash flow from lawmakers. We are here in the streets saying never again until it is embedded, and there is change. I is for imagine a government that listens. Imagine the young generation doesn't have to feel fear in their hearts as they get their education. Imagine a time where AR-15 is never on the news daily for taking innocent lives. O is for Orlando. Outside of school walls and in the real world they get us ready for. The Pulse nightclub shooting, creating fear for kids that just want to be themselves and love who they want. The LGBT community has this scar that is proof that progression still needs to happen. L is for the legislator, the ones who have the power to help take away this struggle in our nations, the one that can hear our voices, but I want them to tear away from the NRA because I am begging for them to listen to what we have to say. E is for education. The curriculum has changed from K through 12 schools in America. We have memorized the drill of a lockdown. Hushed voices in a classroom, huddled together, touching the wall away from windows and the door. Fire drills are for accidents. Earthquakes cannot be stopped, but this can. VIOLE, I am so close to spelling it out, and I wish it would end up being violet. The color I thought my blood was when I was a kid, because I believed we all had beautiful colors rushing through us. I was violet inside until I was in the 5th grade, watching the news talking about shootings, because good morning, America, everyone has the right to shoot their shot. And years later, not much has changed. I am no longer violet inside. Or I wish VIOL would instead spell out violin. The sound that calms me as I lie awake on a school night, typing memos in my phone, a message to my mom and sisters about how much I love them because my school had a potential shooting threat. A message I would copy, paste, and send if anything happened because school wasn't canceled for the next day. Don't tell me there's nothing to worry about because I wrote this 12 weeks in the year and that on average for 2018, 1.4 school shootings happened per week. N is for the numbers only rising. This is honestly so demoralizing. Losing lives of the youth shouldn't make this generation feel so numb. Don't just make this about statistics, make this about the children's lives. C is for the cries of youth. May 1st, students and teachers with watery eyes in my high school because there is a rumor that it could be us that day. Many students didn't attend. Another officer is on campus. Things were quiet and cold. It could have been us. We could have been next. We shouldn't have to worry. I feel goosebumps rise every time I hear a slam in my school. The red that runs through these kids' bodies should never have to shed on an 8-hour school day. Things need to change. In U.S. history lessons, I've learned that America has been full of violence, violence. E is for eventually. Eventually, I don't have to feel so scared. Eventually, I can feel okay to delete my saved message because I feel safe. Eventually, I don't have to cry when I think about the latest shooting and the fact that no government action is being taken. And eventually, scratch that. E is for end this. E is for enough.
Good morning. I am Niels Truman, a senior at Milwaukee and, just like all of you, a victim of fear. 19 years ago today, at 11:19 a.m., in an unincorporated area of suburban Colorado, 12 students and 1 teacher were murdered at Columbine High School. Our nation went into a frenzy. We re-examined our gun control policies and the safety of our schools. We analyzed the psychology behind bullying and the effects of high school cliques. We put the spotlight on golf culture, violent video games, teenage internet use, and what felt like any other conceivable stimulus that could have caused the unspeakable tragedy. Debates were held between political figures and between political activists, amongst students and teachers, and family discussions in the national news. But in time, the conversation faded away and a minimal amount of new gun control laws were passed. As engaged individuals, us high schoolers have seen this pattern play out over and over again. We grew up to the sound of the media relaying countless breaking news updates telling us that yet another tragedy had occurred. The oldest of us were born in the year of Columbine, the shooting that propelled our country's series of onslaughts, making us the generation raised on a perpetual cycle of gun-induced terror. We have seen the remarkable acts of passion prompted by the massacres, but we have also seen the just as remarkable amount of stagnation and neglect present in the national response. We have heard people who we are told to respect advocate for the right to bear arms with a ferocity they never seemed to muster when it came to protecting the basic human rights of marginalized groups. We have been told that the solution is to just be nice from the same people who told us that we are nothing but a bunch of sensitive snowflakes. And we have been told that we are too young to have an opinion on gun violence while our peers all over the country are being murdered. Enough is enough. No longer are the days where we let the right to easily purchase lethal weapons take priority over the lives of teenagers. We are here. We will be heard. We are demanding change. And we're not going anywhere.
"17 died in Parkland, 58 died in Vegas, 49 died in Orlando, and 32 died at Virginia Tech. 26 died in Sandy Hook, little kids like second graders and kindergartners. 13 died in Columbine. When is enough? When is enough? Wait. Enough is enough. Sorry. Thank you all for coming out here for this walkout. Sabin and Schellingberg buses will not be coming to take late kids, so just head to the Commons. There is a protest in downtown Portland if you want to walk out for the entire day, but that is your choice, and you will be unexcused from your classes. Thank you.